What's good, y'all? What's good? What's really good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Double A Hef here with another doozy. So before I even get into the content, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now, for those of you who follow boxing, know that there was a great bout over the last weekend. And obviously also this video is coming out, I don't want to say late, but a few days after the fact. But I had already did my preview video months prior, and pretty much the fight went as I thought it would go. It went a little longer. I'd say than I thought, but yeah, it pretty much went the way I thought it would go. So let me just break it down first. My first takeaways. Tyson Fury, his camp, they were saying that he was going to come in at like close to 300 pounds, whatever the case may be. He did come in heavier, but he wasn't up to the 300. Now, that was a real good fake towards Deontay Wilder's camp, because obviously they were anticipating Fury to come in much heavier, so then they put some weight on Wilder. Now, some people are saying that they think that it slowed him down and gassed him. Others are saying that, it helped him. From my perspective, I don't want to say that it gassed him too much, because, how many fights have you ever seen Deontay Wilder actually go the distance in? The first fight with Fury, outside of that, I can't call any of off the top of the dome. So he's never really had to be in, top peak physical condition like Muhammad Ali was going 15 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if it's the weight that had him looking fatigued, or just because he's not used to actually doing that, or the fact that there was a huge layover. Again, when you're a knockout artist and you're knocking people out within four rounds, 7 rounds tops, you're not getting experience going deep out into the ocean. So again, when it comes to the weight that Wilder put on, I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh, that's the sole reason. But again, a lot of the pro blackity blacks that want to and love to make excuses for Wilder, and actually inhibit him as a professional boxer, they're gonna go and say that. I've already been hearing them say that. So next we got Wilder coming into the fight. Obviously, his the first couple rounds, he looked like he had a game plan going. He looked like he actually had a game plan. He was using the jab, and I've said this before. I say it again. He has the tools to be great with the jab. He's long and athletic. He's got to use that jab to the body, jab to the head. He's got to get his head movement going, and also, I mean, but I said this before. The dude can't box going backwards. Once he starts getting walked down like he did in the second fight, then it's just pretty much, he has nothing. He's just gonna revert back to his old angling and just start throwing those right hands. He might throw like a jab straight, jab straight, something like that. That's just what he goes to. So after the second round, it pretty much just became a whole bunch of that. And then once it becomes that, then you already know it's only a matter of time. Because look, I'm not discounting the fact that if he connects smoothly, he could knock Fury out. But I mean, he's connected smoothly with Fury how many times over the past 3 fights? Like 5, 6 times maybe, and he never knocked him out. So, if your only chance to beat somebody is to knock him out, and you've caught him 5, 6 times over 3 fights, and you haven't knocked him out, then I think it's safe to say that you're probably not gonna knock him out. And then, like I said in the preview video, if it goes the distance, you're not going to win. Now, if you want to look at it from like a Rocky Balboa standpoint, like, oh, I want the distance with him, yada yada, so that's a moral victory. Okay, yeah, I guess. I mean, he wasn't out there getting fucking slapped around like a $2 hoe like he did in the second fight, in the third fight. But I mean, he showed a lot of heart. He showed the heart of a champion, and no one can take that away from him. So I definitely have a lot of respect for Deontay Wilder in that regard. But that's about it. I've seen all And I think we've all seen all that we're gonna see of Deontay Wilder. It's too late in the game to teach him new tricks, and that's because of many different reasons. He started boxing late, and then obviously he's gifted with all that talent and power in that right arm. So then obviously he just didn't have to polish anything else, and then that's just what happens. You look into other sports, when people, when, like, for instance, if LeBron James would have never developed the jump shot, you know what I mean, his career would be over by now. His career will be over by now. But because LeBron James was able to develop a jump shot, and he could pass the way he can still, then he elongated his career. Okay? Because if he couldn't shoot jump shots, especially the way the NBA is now, he wouldn't be in it anymore. He wouldn't be in it. So, again, the Most High blesses us with gifts, many different gifts, and it's up to you to find out what your gift is, and then you have to manifest it, and obviously work on it, hone on it, and other things around it, so that way you're not just one dimensional. You can be multifaceted. So, if there's anything to learn from this is, it's always better to be early than late. You know what I mean? Because there is a point sometimes where, like, there ain't nothing you can do going forward. There's just nothing you can do. Like, for Deontay Wilder, as a professional boxer, there's nothing he can do. He does not have enough time to learn how to box the right way. He does not have enough time to change up his, like pretty much everything. To, like, ingrain it in his head, like, to work the goddamn jab. To set up his right hand better. How to be able to how to box going backwards, so that also, again, you can set up with the right hand, set up with the right uppercut going backwards, you know what I mean, or set up with the right hook going backwards. These are just things that if he had it in his repertoire, the fight, the fight's exciting, because it's always gonna be exciting when you have a knockout artist like him, and then you have a crafty, skilled boxer on the other side like Fury. You know what I mean? Like, Fury is one of the greatest boxers of all time, in my opinion, and he's easily one of the best boxers I've ever seen in my lifetime. Especially at that weight division, he's very skilled, man, very, very skilled, and that's why I said it in the preview video. So again, not much surprise here. And again, while I'm on it, not too pleased with how Wilder was acting again about not wanting to shake Fury's hand, all sort of stuff, yada yada. Look, man, I really truly believe that Deontay Wilder convinced himself that Fury cheated, and he convinced himself with help of the pro-blackity blacks that are telling him, "Oh no, man, you got robbed, King. You got robbed, King." All this other stuff. Look, you're not doing that man no favors, man. You're not doing him no favors, because he's not acting like a king, right? The kings don't act like that. All right, he's acting like a little boy. All right, a little boy that's unhappy with how things turned out, so now he's gonna run back behind his mama and pout. So yeah, definitely don't like that look. But the fight itself, was it a good fight to watch? Yeah, it was a good fight to watch. Again, the excitement levels are going to be there. Number one. Number two, I've heard a lot of discussion about was it the best trilogy, or where does it rank among the greatest trilogy fights? And in terms of trilogies, I don't have it that high. Now, I know Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, they had it like very high. Well, Skip, I think, gave it a 6. Shannon gave it pretty high. I don't know what the folks at ESPN was giving it, but from my perspective, in terms of a trilogy, I don't have it that high, because from fight one, and anyone that knows any, like, that has an iota of knowledge about boxing would understand this. From fight one, we all knew who was going to win, and from fight one to fight three. Now, from fight one to fight three, we also understood that it's possible. It's possible, just like hitting a lotto or getting struck by lightning. Unlikely but possible that Fury could be knocked out. And that's just what it came down to. The fight, Fury is most likely going to win, because he's the better, more skilled boxer. He has more tools in his utility belt, and Wilder is a one trick pony. So most boxing fans or enthusiasts knew that. So this is not a surprise. So again, I don't rank this trilogy that high, because Had I known going into the first fight that it would be a trilogy, and someone asked me who that's going to win, I would have said Fury, Fury, Fury. Just like for each fight, I predicted Fury would win each fight, and he did. And none of them were particularly close. I do know, again, a lot of the fanboys still go back to, the first game. I mean, the first match was a long count and all sorts of stuff. And give me a break with that, man. That wasn't even close. The only reason why Fury got knocked down is because he started freaking toying with him. You know what I mean? He was just outboxing him. You know, and and first of all, the fact that it was called the draw, that was a benefit to Wilder because, in all honesty, he lost that fight. He lost that fight. That was not a draw. I would love to see anyone go back and watch that fight and score that fight, based off the official scoring metrics, and then tell me how the hell you think Wilder won that fight. Oh, he knocked him down twice. He knocked him down twice. Okay. So two knockdowns, right? And two different rounds count for how many points that we're going to give this man? It's just it's comical. But you know what, y'all? That's pretty much it on that. What's going to happen going forward. I don't know who Fury is really going to fight because Anthony Joshua is there's levels to this and he's not on that level. I think Wilder could probably get the Joshua fight. But the thing is, neither one of those brothers have belts right now, so I don't know if those are the fights that they want to make. I don't know. Then obviously we still got Andy Ruiz out there. I'm not sure if he's going to get any fights because I think he might be viewed as too dangerous. Although I can see Wilder getting into the ring with him, Andy Ruiz. But then again, you never know. After losing 3 times, maybe Wilder might be rethinking it, and he doesn't want to lose anymore. So maybe he might become more selective in his choosing for an opponent. But again, we'll see. Like I said, for Fury, who knows? I don't even know who the next guy up will be. And no matter who it is, in my opinion, there's no one in the heavyweight division that is on the level of a Tyson Fury. Like he is just above everyone. He's above everyone in the heavyweight division that I've seen. Okay, so that's it, y'all. Please, remember to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.